Boom! Yo, what's up, fam? Make sure y'all like the video, subscribe, comment, share it, subscribe it, man. We have all of what you need. Okay, I'm done. What's up, guys? What I want to talk about today is Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm going to talk about why the prices of which have gone up, and I'm also going to talk about why or how you can make Ethereum and your Bitcoin go up even more. Yes, you do have some control to a certain degree, which we'll discuss. And it's kind of even crazy, you know, talking about this stuff right now, because about 30 or 40 minutes ago, you know, Bitcoin literally cracking 2,324, which is crazy. But at that moment right now, what just happened like 30 minutes ago, we literally just saw China get downgraded. So they had a credit rating from AAA, AAA down to 1A, which is, or single A, which is pretty crazy. You know, I'll just say for some reference, it's very hard for countries to get downgraded. That's their credit rating. I can make a whole nother video talking about it, but last time the S&P downgraded, you know, so Moody's downgraded China this time, blah, blah, blah. I know I'm rambling on, but last time that happened, the United States got downgraded once ever, and this was around 2011. The stock market fell about 30%. So something to watch out for. And as you know, China's already started to weaken a little bit. And you know, if you go to like a site like CoinDesk for your Bitcoin, you could see here, you know, they give you the price in China of Bitcoin, and if China weakens, it's going to take more Chinese currency to get a Bitcoin. And that's part of one of the reasons why I'm going to talk about why Bitcoin is up right now. Actually, it is the main reason why Bitcoin and Ethereum have gone up is because early April or late April, Japan made legislation to pretty much legitimize all cryptocurrencies as forms of currencies, meaning there's now audits, regulations, and it's widely accepted. You're going to start seeing banks in Japan, Korea, China again is a little separate from there, but Japan and Korea, given the relationship and you know they're some of the most industrialized Asian countries, they are going to start holding and actively utilizing cryptocurrencies, primarily Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this has led to this huge influx because it is literally getting seen now as a legitimate currency. And one big part of why they can still go up in price and why they are, you know, up in price is even that, given the currency translation, you know, the dollar's been going down, it's been strengthening a lot of these currencies, but also given, you know, everything going on, they're actually trading right now compared to the American markets, given their high demand, they're trading 5 and 10% higher. So we may not see, you know, this could just be the very beginning. I don't want to get people too hyped on it, but it is very, very interesting to know. And that even led me to say, you know, this is a video I'm going to make on Bitcoin and Ethereum. However, I will say this. I did make another video last week. I haven't posted it yet, but I wanted to post this one given, you know, I posted that when, like, I think Ethereum hit 120. It's now at like 180, 178 right now. This was right before when Bitcoin hit 2,000, but now it's up 23, you know, $300 more, which is insane. You know, considering, you know, I bought my Bitcoin at $300. I bought my Ethereum about like $8 to $10, which is kind of crazy. But really, so this isn't for beginners. You know, if you're a beginner in Ethereum or Bitcoin, I'm going to make another video coming out with it to explain it to you guys and even talk about the levels. Honestly, if you're new to Bitcoin and you're new to Ethereum and you're trying to get in, I talked about it in my Citizen webinar, and you know, the Citizen webinar, and maybe this gives you guys a little idea about the trading fraternity. We don't talk just about stocks, although this, you may think that's what it is. You know, this all relates. You know, why do I look at China? Why do I look at this legislation, cryptocurrencies? You know, there's even a ETF on the stock market, GBTC, and that is for cryptocurrencies, specifically Bitcoin. So we talk about everything. You know, this is a fraternity of business, you know, so we're looking how to make money in all ways, sense of the form. So I'm not like a cryptocurrency mentor, not just a stock mentor, not just a real estate mentor. You know, it is, and it's not just me. You know, there's a group of all these other people. So that's why I'll say, you know, we did talk about it. We are going to talk about it. I want to put out more videos, but I pretty much explained some of the dangers coming in right now, because you are going to get in high. Is there a chance it could still go in? Yes. And really, it's about knowing how to observe the market. And like I said in why I brought this up, because in the other video I made, I said be very careful, because we're seeing the Bitcoin cryptocurrency world, Ethereum, all that, mainly it's taking on the bad traits of the stock market, in the sense you're getting people giving out alerts, oh, buy here, technical analysis, yada yada yada, and be careful for that. You know, why I'm gonna take advantage of the cryptocurrency world. I already am. I'm already in Ethereum. I'm already in Bitcoin, and you know, the one I would get in now, I just bought a position yesterday, is Ripple. But the whole idea here, why I'm gonna, you know, my idea, buy and hold. Buy and look at it 5-10 years, just given the way it's going to progress. And the opportunity, really, I'll tell you guys, you got to be careful trying to flip it and swing it. This is what he talked about on the webinar, because it is so delayed. You guys, this is like trading cryptocurrencies. Why I see it as an opportunity, and I know exactly how to take advantage of it, is because it's like trading stocks in the 1980s and 1990s. This is the first time electronic trading came out. You know, there's no centralized exchange. That's why, you know, I have an account to buy Ripple, because it's not yet on Coinbase. I use Coinbase to purchase everything else, but you have to get Ripple, you have to use Kraken. And the experience I had is there's no centralized exchanges, so prices on Coinbase are going to be different than on CoinDesk. And literally, like, if you go to a website I like, it's called Bitcoin Wisdom. Where is it? It even just shows you, you know, this is the danger and this is the advantage. You know, there's four different, there's Bitfinex, Bitstamp, BTCE, and Coinbase, and they all give different prices, you know, which is crazy. You know, this says price 2283, Coinbase says 2,300. So this is more you know, I say it's more active right there, but hopefully you guys see where I'm getting at, is that there's no centralized exchange, so you have to be cautious if you're getting into it. But also, this is also why it's partly why it's going up. This is why there's a premium in Japan and Korea. There's a lot of demand, but it's taking literally between the time people get the intention to buy to when they actually could buy is 5 days, even sometimes to sell, which is kind of crazy. And that's where, you know, the opportunity and stuff may lie. But hopefully you guys see where I'm saying when it comes down to that. So be careful, but understand why it's up right now. It's the legislation, the pricing, and then again too, we're seeing China, what just happened 30 minutes ago is definitely going to drive it up. And the fact you're having a lot of instability even in other countries like Venezuela, Brazil. There's issues with even the US government and the whole Donald Trump thing. But mainly the number one driving force, it is the demand and how the cryptocurrencies are getting legitimized through political processes, and especially primarily in Japan, it is now a real currency. Banks are going to start buying and holding Ethereum, Bitcoin, and these other currencies, just like even Ripple, as currency. They have foreign exchange reserves of different currencies. They're going to start holding these types of currencies, and that is what's driving it up. Now, the last part I'll tell you is how can you make it where you make money. And I'm not saying by flipping, by, you know, doing all that stuff. It's simply going long. You know, holding, I know it's boring, but this is what I will tell you. If you got in late, if you got into like Ethereum above 50 bucks, honestly, this may not apply to you as much, because, you know, I think it could still go down there if the thing flushes out. Why do I say that? I don't know, is back there, you know, a week ago. But, you know, for the guys who got in sub 30, sub 20, sub 10, sub 5, you know, your job is to hold. That is what I'll tell you. I'm holding. You know, for me, you know, it would be illegal for me to tell you guys to hold if my intention was to sell. I plan on holding for a very, very long time. To define a very long time, I don't think I will sell anything at least within a year to 5 years. And if that ever changes, I will tell you guys. You know, but the thing I'm telling you, there's a lot of idiots now just starting to get in this. There's going to be what they call, you know, shout out Sam, he sent me this, Sam Shara, but it's called the exhaustion gaps and the fear of missing out gaps, where you're getting gap ups and these crazy, you know, FOMO and emotions driving the price up. And what you guys could do by holding these supplies, and limiting the amount of shares available to trade, the amount of coins, it is going to keep driving the price higher and higher up. And you know what I'll say, let these guys do the work, let people be willing to pay. But if you know, one person on their own, and I know some of you though, I've had people send me screenshots of them holding 80 grand in Ethereum, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand, you know, and the crazy part is, if you put 300 bucks when I did, you now are holding $5,000. You know, think about it, it's trading a couple $100 million a day. But the whole idea is, if you could get 10, 20, 30, 40% of that population to hold on to the float and really transition to long-term investors, I'm thinking Berkshire Hathaway. That's why you guys go look at BRK.A. That stock is trading at $200,000 a share. Why? There's only 1 million shares, but most of those people who buy those shares, they're not selling. You know, this is the law of supply and demand. There's going to be speculators, but the whole idea is let the speculators play with 10% of the flow. You know, you have guys like in Bitcoin, the Winklevoss brothers, and you know, I know there's a couple big investors in Ethereum, and now a lot of these big companies, they're buying and holding. You know, I recommend you do the same. You know, that is really what my thing is. You know, I'm not, again, do whatever you want with it, I don't care, but that's what I'm doing at the end of the day. So I'll leave you guys with that. If you want to see the price go up, become investors, do not become traders of it. When there be an opportunity to trade effectively, yes, and I'm going to make a video on that. So if you guys do have questions, you want to learn more about it, you want to learn more about me, what gives me the credibility to talk about this, you want to see some of my positions, whatever you guys want to talk about, comment below and talk to me about it. I would love to talk to you guys. I made a video on this before, but I want to see where you guys are at, and you know, you'll see my endorsement. I think my top favorite right now is Ethereum intrinsically, and then I like Ripple, and then I like Bitcoin. But I want to know which ones you guys are in, what's your take on it, and who's holding, you know, where are my long-term holders at. So holla at your boy, make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, love y'all.